Hello, it's Elisa, and obviously I'm recording a video. It's live behind me, that I kind of like it. And um, I okay, this video is like about basically FFS, which is special communication surgery. Not that I want to go on about it, but and it's not like I'm not making the video so that you can tell me, oh, I think you should do this or you shouldn't do that, and blah blah blah, anything like that. Just for myself, for clarifying myself, and also, um, yeah. So if I don't know if any of you connect with this, but these videos are mostly for me. Um, like I um I don't want to have I'm happy with my face, and I don't have strong opinion about things, whether what everybody's free to do what they want and what they feel is best for them. I in my transition, like I know, like I have a brow bottom which I cover with my fringe. It means that I've got like this little bulge here, basically, that is kind of more characteristic of male kind of faces. And there is a procedure that you can do to sort of like change this feature, and I haven't done it because um, I wanted to do it, but it just it came to a point where like I really had to like look after myself, and I really found that I see a psychotherapist, I do things like that, and I suppose at the time it was a matter of accepting myself, and starting to love myself. And yeah, I think it was the best thing I've ever done, because I started the process of really understanding that my beliefs about myself shape my reality, really, or my perception of the reality around me, of the events around me, are basically a result of what I believe about myself. And that's the most important thing that I could ever find out in my life. Um, However, so I put that on hold, and I realized that it's not something that I need to do. I have a fringe, and with the fringe, I'm pretty happy with the way I look. Um, but now I've come to a place where, like, I also see that my life is for me to make uh, choices as to what I feel is um, best for me, whatever that is, which is not gonna be what somebody else wants or what is best for someone else, and is not gonna be approved of by everybody, or and I I connected with the fact that it would be truly miraculous for me to um, basically have this small change to my forehead. Um, I don't think I could really express it in words. Uh, you know how sort of deeply deeply kind of like meaningful it is for me. Um, just like I cannot express in words, why I gotten the breasts the size that I have them, and why the overwhelming happiness that they day have brought to my life. Um, Overwhelming as in, not really containable, not really describable and containable, but kind of like um, over, you know, overflowing stream of joy. And I've come to realize what is, you know, this could be really important for me to uh, to give myself credit owning my life, you know. And so anyway, I've come to consider it. I had been like having consultations in the past years with several people, and I found some people that I kind of like, and also that I found very honest. When I went to see them, they just said, you don't need to do anything to your face, I don't know why you're here. I'm not bragging about it, but I like when people are realistic, you know what I mean? It's like, you can do stuff to your face if you want to look like a supermodel, but if you want to look like a woman, I mean, you don't need to have a nose like this, or, it's like you look feminine and off. And then obviously when I show my forehead, I say, yes, you do have a brow bosses, so that would be the only thing that, we would say you could do. And yeah, I had this feeling like, oh, I like these people. They were warm and didn't try to sell me loads of stuff. And however, then like I kind of like I asked my mom if she wanted to come with me and do this with me, and yeah, she would. And then like 2 days ago, I think, because I told her about some days where that would be possible, because obviously it's abroad, so we would have to book, kind of holiday around it. And she told my dad, and my dad wrote me this email. By the way, I didn't say that I'm not wearing makeup. It's the first time. I'm just wearing some concealer for the under eye and a little bit of mascara. That's it. And it's the first time I do this. And so I don't know if I'm really going to be happy to have a video up with me without makeup. But I thought, sorry, I think it's appropriate, talking about face. Ah. And anyway, and my dad brought back to me. Sorry, I want to sip on my tea. This is my mug. Oh, you can't say it. It's actually pink with white dots. But anyway, did I make a noise? And my dad, wrote me this email, really against it, basically. And I know this is his way to protect me and, to express his fears around that. And he said some lovely things, He said, that, you are beautiful already. Why, what are you trying to achieve? Being more beautiful, and then what? And he's kind of expressing this fear that, it's like a slippery slope. You do that, and then you do that, and then you end up like a monster kind of thing. And he thinks I should work on my personality more. That is his opinion, which obviously, anyway, it stirred a lot of feelings. Also because he just went and touched on all the fears that I have, because this is something that I've been, of course I've had loads of fears around it. I still do, and I certainly don't want to look unnatural. I certainly appreciative of the fact that, having a natural face is just, it's lovely, and I don't, I wouldn't want to look in any way unnatural or, plastic or, and I am greatly appreciative of myself, of the gift of being me, the way I am. And guys, I'm really, really tall, and I'm not saying that people don't understand that I'm transgender, that's my life, but I've come to appreciate myself for who I am, and yeah, so, um, and it kind of threw me a lot. At the same time, I know that oftentimes when I had to make a decision about me that that he was really scared of, he's always expressed this kind of like fears around there, um, in a way that was a bit hurtful, and that's just the way he is. And um, nevertheless, like the decisions I've taken about myself for myself have always turned out to be the best decision I could take, regardless of what my parents thought, felt. And oftentimes the decisions that they really approve of are not really like, life changing for me. Like they really approve of the fact that, when I go back to education, when I study, it's all good and happy there. Um, so, but the fact that, for instance, I had two breast augmentations, and the first one, there were, of course, we understand, blah blah blah. The second one, which I did because I wanted to increase it a little bit, of course, they wouldn't understand, why you're doing this, blah 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 blah. This is what works for me. You know, it's my transition, it's my life, and my transition to me is my gift of um, freedom for myself. And so, nonetheless, I'm human, and I have feelings and insecurities and fears, and all that we have that comes with being in a human form. And um, so I notice this affects me. It's kind of like, oh, maybe it's wrong, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I really end up like a monster, blah blah blah, all of that. I know realistically it's a big operation for a small change. Like, it's not, I believe, with the, even if I keep my fringe on, people are not even gonna notice it, to be honest with you. And as I've always had my fringe, if I won't have my fringe, then people won't notice it anyway because they've never seen me without a fringe. So, so I think a lot of this talk is fear, really. Um, However, yes, I have fears. It's not like a small surgery. You know, it's something to do with the bone. So it's not just like having I don't know, your nose done or something like that. Although it's a pretty it has having your nose done, it has to do with the bone as well, and it's pretty gruesome anyway. So it's not like um but yeah, I suppose it's not the head. So yeah, so that's why I decided to make this video, just to kind of get my feelings out, um, express um, my doubt, um, and also giving a bit of strength to myself, and not wearing any makeup. um, okay, so that's it for me. It's nearly 15 minutes. I think I'm going to upload this. And as usual, there's my laundry at the back. Lovely, lovely. Alright, okay, so bye bye. Thank you.